There are so many perks that you can get on Greek islands in September that you simply cannot get during the peak season. Fabulous people, welcome to the podcast for all the babes who create their own life trends. My name is Anastasia, and this podcast is all about inspiring you to relentlessly pursue your biggest dreams and live your most authentic, abundant life. Well, I am still in Greece and we are in the month of September. Guys, I cannot believe it is September. I know we say it every year, but still, it feels unreal. And in this episode, I want to answer one of the biggest questions I hear from American travelers. Is September still a good time to visit the Greek islands, or is it too late in the season? This is the exact time of the year when so many people start wondering, what's the weather really like? Are the ferries still running? Do the restaurants and beach clubs stay open, or is everything shutting down? By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what it's like to travel the Greek islands in September. We're going to talk about the pros, the cons, and whether this is the right time for you to plan your Greece trip. Now, let's begin by discussing why September in the Greek islands feels so different from July and August, the absolute peak season in Greece. Well, first of all, it's the weather. The weather, of course, in the Greek islands in September is absolutely beautiful. But the difference is that you will encounter cooler evenings. So make sure that you will bring something with you for the evening time to cover yourself, to cover your shoulders. It can be a light scarf, a sweater, a blazer, nothing too thick, nothing too warm, but you will feel during the day that it is full-blown summer. The weather is going to be absolutely perfect still during the day. But during the evening, the temperatures will cool down. So you need to make sure to bring something with you. Again, layering is the key, fabulous people. No matter if you're traveling to Italy, France, or Greece, just make sure that you dress in layers. But again, nothing too heavy, something light for the evening times. And of course, one of the biggest advantages, and we will discuss the advantages in a second of traveling in September to Greek islands, is that the sea will be already so warm from all those summer days. So when you step into the water, it's just going to be a perfection. It's just going to be such a perfect temperature because the water has been heating up from all these months. Guys, the sea in September, oh, it's so good. I can literally right now, as I'm describing this to you, I can feel the water on my skin because I just got back from the beach. I had this beautiful morning swim and I'm going to miss those morning swims. I'm going to miss them. Second, and you're going to love this one, the crowds in September are much lighter. The big tourist wave of July and August has passed. And of course, you will still encounter fellow travelers, but the general atmosphere on the island is much lighter and much more relaxed. And third, pricing. Both hotels and flights are often lower in September than in the high season. It's still not off-season cheap, but you get a much better balance. The same stunning Greek island experience at a more reasonable price and with fewer crowds to compete with. Now, knowing that September months brings nice weather, fewer crowds, and lower pricing, the next question is what is actually still open on the Greek islands once the summer rush is over? Now, the good news is that On major islands like Mykonos, Santorini, Paros, Crete, etc., most things, restaurants, hotels, beach clubs, ferries, tours, are still functioning all the way through September and even into the end of October. The difference is that you'll start to notice slightly shorter schedules. Ferries may run fewer departures than in August, and some restaurants and shops begin closing earlier in the evenings. But the infrastructure is still there and fully functional for travelers. Where the closures are more noticeable is, of course, the lesser known Greek islands, like, let's say, Folegandros or Syrifos. There, as you get closer towards the end of September, you will see that a lot of hotels, beach clubs are winding down the season, and, of course, the nightlife quiets considerably. So if you're looking for that vibrant nightlife of July or August on the lesser known Greek islands in September, most likely you're not going to find it. But here is the upside. Tours and activities are much easier to book, be it a private boat in Mykonos or a wine tasting in Tinos. You'll find better availability and more personal attention. It feels like the islands are breathing again, still alive, but at a gentler, more authentic pace. So let's discuss some of the main pros of traveling to Greek islands in September. I personally love Greek islands in September because there are so many perks that you can get on Greek islands in September that you simply cannot get during the peak season. Well, number one is balance. First of all, you get the best water temperature in September. And I know I talked about it earlier, but imagine the sea has been heating the entire summer. And now you are stepping into September. So the water temperature is just absolutely perfect. After all this summer rays and summer days, you are going to enjoy it so much in September. At the same time, during the evenings, the temperatures are cooler. So it's not as hot and humid. You will really get very nice, cool evenings with a nice breeze. Nothing too cold for you to handle. It still feels really nice. Just like I mentioned earlier, bring something warmer to throw on your shoulders in the evening. Yesterday, we were sitting at a restaurant and I had a top just kind of similar to the one that I'm wearing today. Those of you who are watching this podcast episode, you guys can tell what I'm wearing. And honestly, I was a little bit chilly. And the entire time I was thinking, why, Anastasia, why? You know better. You should have brought a scarf. So this is a reminder to all of you guys, just bring something just to throw on your shoulders. Even when you're leaving your place, it still feels nice. Towards 9 p.m., 10 p.m., if you're dining outside, it's going to get chilly. Or you can always do some shopping here, guys. I talk about it all the time, but the fashion on the Greek islands is so unique, and you can truly find some stunning pieces to not only wear here, but also to take with you back home. There are some beautiful light sweaters and scarves and dresses, of course. So just maybe give yourself 1 hour or two as you're enjoying Greek islands to maybe browse some authentic local stores and boutiques. Trust me, you will not find this kind of pieces anywhere else. It's truly unique. Second, ferry travel is much easier. In July and August, ports can feel chaotic. Crowded waiting areas, sold out tickets, long lines, and ferries often running behind schedule. In September, they still run frequently, but without the crush of peak season. So the experience is smoother and far less stressful. Third, and you're absolutely going to love this one because I know so many travelers, when you visit Greece or Italy or France, you want to immerse yourself in a local life. You want to feel what it's like not being a tourist in a country, but to actually feel like a local. And September on the Greek islands is going to give you that sense because once the massive wave of tourists is gone, you will feel that locals are more relaxed and they are more open for long personal interactions. So you will get a truer sense of the island life. For example, your waiter during the peak season has so many tables that they need to take care of. But in September, since they have fewer tables, you will notice that they stop and talk with you for longer. They have those true unrushed interactions, and same goes for everyone, be it a person at the grocery store or at a beach club or at a restaurant or anywhere you go. You will see that locals are more relaxed, they also slow down, and they're open for long authentic interactions with you. And here I want to do a side note really quick, because I cannot continue this podcast episode, since we are talking about Greek people and interactions with Greek people, without mentioning that in all my years of traveling through different countries around the world, Greek people are some of the warmest, kindest people that I've ever encountered. And this kindness, this warmth, it's not because they want something or because they have to do it. It truly exudes from them. It's the essence of the Greek people. I just can't say enough about this culture, about the Greek people in general, about their hospitality. So if you're traveling Greek islands, open up to locals. Open up, and you will have some of the most meaningful interactions of your life. Now, another advantage of traveling to Greek islands in September is that you don't have to make reservations months and months in advance like you have to do for July and August. And yes, if you plan on traveling to Greece in July and August, you better have those reservations, especially for popular Greek islands and especially for popular places on those Greek islands, months and months in advance for the beach clubs or the restaurants. But in September, you guys don't have to do that. A couple of weeks in advance is plenty of time. To the best restaurants, to the best beach clubs, bars, you will not have to fight the crowds for a bed or for a table at a restaurant. It's just, again, it's a much, much calmer and quieter atmosphere. And finally, September is an excellent time for romantic and cultural travel. Couples and honeymooners love these months because it's calmer, more intimate, and the islands feel less like tourist hotspots and more like timeless Mediterranean escapes. But of course, no season is perfect, and even though September offers some amazing advantages, there are of course some drawbacks that you absolutely need to know before you book that September trip to Greece. And of course, number one is that end of the season vibe that truly starts to set in even on the major, most popular islands towards the end of September. As I mentioned earlier, everything is still open: restaurants, hotels, bars, beach clubs, etc. But it's not that buzzing, high energy atmosphere. It is more quiet, calm energy. Everything is starting to slow down, especially towards the end of September. So some people who are looking again for that vibrant nightlife and buzzing atmosphere might find this energy a little bit too calm. Second, the weather can be a bit unpredictable. September generally offers beautiful sunny days, but it's also the beginning of seasonal change. So you might encounter windy conditions or the occasional rain shower. It's nothing that ruins a trip, but it's not the guaranteed dry heat of peak summer. And actually, guys, it is so funny, but for the past few years, every single September 1st welcomes me with rain shower. I don't know how it happens, but on August 31st, I'm enjoying this blue skies, bright sunshine, and then I wake up on September 1st and the sky is gray and it is pouring. It is pouring. Last year, when we were traveling from Paros to Tinos on September 1st, it was pouring raining. Pierre was carrying large suitcases under the rain, shoving them in the car in the rush because it was a storm, guys. It wasn't even a rain, it was more like a storm. And then this year, the same thing. We woke up September 1st, rain. I don't want to scare you guys because they don't last long. And after a very intense rain shower, the sun comes out again and it's like nothing happened. You're continuing to enjoy this beautiful summer Greek vibe and summer weather. So nothing for you to worry about, just something for you to keep in mind. And finally, for travelers who are looking for that party scene, September will not deliver the same energy as July and August. By the end of September, the big DJs, beach parties, and nightlife in general starts winding down. So the energy on the island is more relaxed, more tranquil. So again, if you're looking for that big party energy, you're just not going to find it in September. So with all these pros and cons in mind, let me give you my honest recommendation for traveling the Greek islands in September and whether September is the right month for you. If you're planning a September trip, most islands really shine this time of the year. More popular islands that we discussed today, like Santorini, Paros, Naxos, Tinos, Mykonos, Crete, etc., all remain lively well into the months, with restaurants, hotels, and tours running smoothly. These destinations balance beauty, accessibility, and atmosphere, making them excellent choices for September travelers. As for timing, here's how I guide the clients of my travel agency. If you want more energy, more vibrant nightlife, then the beginning of September is a perfect choice for you. If you're looking for calmer, more authentic vibe, then the end of September is absolutely ideal. So is September too late to visit the Greek islands? Absolutely not. In fact, for many travelers, it's the best months of the year. The perfect balance of warm seas, comfortable weather, and a more authentic island atmosphere. And if Greece is on your bucket list for 2026, then this is actually the perfect time to start planning. Believe it or not, my agency is already planning quite a few trips for July, not September yet, July 2026. And we are in September 2025. And I know for some of you, this might seem extreme and too early, but guys, this is actually the most perfect time because you get access to the widest selection of accommodations. So you can truly pick the absolute best accommodations before they get booked. You also get lower pricing and just smoother overall planning experience. And of course, my team at Fabulous Vita can design and book your entire trip, from ferries and private transfers to handpicked hotels, curated experiences, and even restaurant reservations. So you don't have to worry about a single detail. And of course, I will make sure to leave you the link to the concierge service of my Fabulous Vita travel agency in the description down below. And I would absolutely love to know if Greece is on your bucket list for 2026. And if so, which months are you planning to visit? I would absolutely love to know. Please share it with the fabulous community. And who knows, I might run into you next year on the Greek islands because As the summer hits, you guys know I am here. And this year, I met so many of you at the beach clubs and restaurants. We had so much fun. We had so many great conversations. And I am so looking forward to meeting more fabulous souls from all over the world, hopefully in Greece or Italy or France next year. And if you're just as passionate as I am about exploring this incredible world together, don't just listen, join me. Make sure to smack that subscribe button for more Stay Fabulous series, whether you are listening or watching on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. Let's explore this incredible world together, one unforgettable story at a time. This is Anastasia signing off from Greece. I cannot wait to talk to you in my next episode. Until then, and always, stay fabulous.